What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video from early this morning / last night, where he went over his his work day, and talked about Streetfighter and Diablo 4. Oh my lord! And if you guys caught that Diablo 4 playthrough, you probably had a very good night's sleep. Oh my lord, that thing was bad. I mean, Diablo 4 is cool to play with, to play, but to actually watch somebody play it, unless they're very interesting, it's not great content. And of course, Phil is not interesting whatsoever. I mainly focused on the Streetfighter, which he did too on his daily rap, and that was just chef's kiss. Oh my lord, I've never seen someone get beat down so bad. And big ups to everybody for checking out my video where I posted game footage. I had about like 40 minutes of great content of Phil just getting beat, but that video was just way too long, so I cut it down to about 19 minutes. But it is some of the best stuff you would see of Phil playing Street Fighter. And of course, he played with Dowsum, who I didn't find him interesting in the old Street Fighters. And he lived up to that reputation in Street Fighter 6 as well. So let's take a look at what Phil had to say.
A pretty fun streaming day, if I do say so myself. A much better day than yesterday, where I was already kind of down with some personal stuff going on, and then it kind of got funky on every stream because of it, you know what I mean? And it sucks because sometimes things like that happen and it can bring you down and make all your content kind of be not as good.
Of course, Phil was referring to PayPal and him getting his account either put on hold or some other issue that occurred that did not allow him to receive tips. And of course, he had to go and use his personal PayPal account. And of course, we're still waiting to hear what happened there.
But today was different. I had a good night's rest. I jumped into the Level 1 podcast this morning way more positively. Street Fighter this morning, I decided to try out Dalsim. Admittedly, I knew going into that stream Dalsim would be tough to play with. I actually think he's good. I like the character build, mix-ups, tricks, setups, and a lot of interesting keep away tactics, which I really actually enjoyed. Problem being, most people I'm playing aren't doing that kind of stuff. They're doing rush down, and I definitely had a big problem at first trying to get around drive impact with him. I still think it's a problem. I don't really think that he has as many tools as some other characters to get around drive impact, which is going to be an issue, especially because he's a character who's slower and has lumbering limbs. The whole point is you poke, and then you do something like you cancel out of the poke into something. Well, if you do a poke and they do a drive impact, you're probably going to get hit. It's almost impossible to get out of it. So it's either you're reading the drive impact early, or you're going to get hit if they try to mash through one of your pokes. So it's tough. I haven't really got all the answers yet, only playing with him for a bit. But essentially, the whole first half of the stream, I lost a lot. Then I'd say the final...
I would say you lost pretty much 90% of your matches, Phil. It was just... it was lovely. And of course, he whipped out all of the old excuses. Lag, netcode. He actually said netcode. He said drop inputs. He said drop combos. And he even talked about how the other player didn't earn it because he was, cheesing it or whatever the hell his bullshit excuse is. But yes, he got clapped. And as you can see in the background of the video here, you can see some of that amazing game footage.
Hour of Dalsim, I started doing much better. And by the end, I had like an 8-win streak. I finally lost the final match to Guile. Not surprising, but the only Guile I fought, and Guile seems really good in this game. But overall, I like Dalsim. I know I didn't win a lot with him, but I like him and I want to play with him more. By the end of the stream, I was getting it, and I was actually getting a lot of wins, and it sucks that I ran out of time like that. In fact, if you take a look at my streams, that's kind of what's happened with a lot of characters. I would say both with Lily and Dalsim, I finally got the character within the last half hour of playing with them, and then I ran out of time.
I'm sorry, the footage says otherwise, Phil, and that's why I like to capture your footage and play it in the background when you talk on your daily rap, because of course a good majority of people aren't going to go and watch those streams, so I like to have footage just to remind people how terrible you are of a player.
And that's very disappointing. to run out of time right in the middle of when you're getting something going and things are getting exciting and interesting and you're getting wins. So I made a determination for tomorrow's Street Fighter 6 stream. Unlike every other stream that I just did this week, tomorrow during my daytime stream of Street Fighter 6, I will not be picking a new character. Instead, I'll be doing ranked online play of Blanka, Lily, and Dalcine. I will go between those 3 characters and I'll play online and I will try to learn more based on what I've already learned. And actually, I've seen some videos. For example, Blanka, I saw some really interesting things about anti-airs and how you can get giant damage off of a simple standing roundhouse. And I'd like to try that. So I think tomorrow will be an interesting session of Street Fighter 6 because it's the return characters that I like the most. Blanka, Lily, and Dalcine. Okay? Diablo 4 tonight premiered on my late stream. It finally became available for people who didn't buy the early version, which I did not. Runs beautifully on the Xbox Series X, and it's pretty much what I expected. I actually picked a sorcerer class. Had a lot of interaction and discussion with the viewers who helped me out to understand, you know, the game systems and things, which was very nice. Got through the whole tutorial, got through the first town, did a whole optional dungeon at the end, stayed around like an extra 20 minutes because I kind of wanted to see what the dungeons would really be like outside the tutorial, so I did one. And it was fun. It was the first optional dungeon in the game. And overall, I'm liking the game. I got to
real quick, just a little side note for Team Divorce. People who are on Team Divorce, myself included, I'm on Team Divorce. I found that a little interesting. This is the second night in a row that he stayed late. So the other day, when was it? It wasn't yesterday. It was, it would be Sunday? Sunday, he stayed late. He stayed almost like 45 minutes late playing. And we all know that he needs to jump off as quickly as possible during the night stream because, of course, he still has some other work to do and then he has to go spend time with Kat. And we know that Kat doesn't appreciate Phil staying late in his office. So I find it very curious that he spent 2 nights late in his office working. You know, the one was like almost 45 minutes and then yesterday it was about 30 minutes that he was actually stayed on pretty late. And it wasn't for tips yesterday because he hit his tip goal. He hit the tier 3 tip goal with Jack Raxter, was it Jack Raxter or Green Trucker? One of them dropping $100. I think it was Jack Raxter. No, actually, no, it was Ryan. Ryan dropped $100 dono yesterday. So it wasn't like he was just staying on to try to hit the tip goal. He was staying on because it sounded like he may have not had anything else to do or, you know, didn't have to go chill with Kat, which was very interesting. So I just wanted to highlight that. If you're on Team Divorce, just one little nugget of truth there that you know, something may not be kosher in the Burnell household.
Interesting build with the sorcerer. I won't spoil what it is for those who want to watch the videos, but pretty good so far. And I think this will be a chill stream game for sure. Like, I don't think Diablo would even work for a daytime stream. I think having it as a late night stream where people come by and interact and chill and we talk about the game, but other topics too. I think that's how it's going to work ultimately. So great playthrough so far of Diablo 4. Now, stands to reason with Diablo 4 starting tonight. Hey guys, if you're watching it and you like it, please like the videos, please leave comments. Same thing with Street Fighter. I'll be honest, Street Fighter 6 videos, they've done all right this weekend, but not a lot of engagement, meaning not a lot of likes and not a lot of comments, and that really helps. You know, more people would check out my content on demand on YouTube if people did that. So I would say now would be a great time to help the channel with all these new games being played on.
By the way, that is not an issue for me. So my apologies. That's not an issue for me. Street Fighter has been gold dust for me. Yesterday's video, I think, got like 11,000 views, Phil. So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why, Phil, you're not having any views. I looked at your content. You're averaging like 200 views for your Street Fighter stuff, which is garbage. Yet again, you know, I've provided this tip for you many times. But if you were to simply take those hour-long playthroughs and cut them down to 15 minutes, just highlighting, you know, the good points of your playthrough, you would get way more views. What's the point of getting 200 views on an hour-long video, right? Versus getting 11,000 on a 15-minute video, right? You would make way more money, and it would be way better content if you edited those hour-long videos. And it doesn't take long, Phil, and you don't need any special software. Technically, You can take your videos, load them up on your phone, and edit it on your phone. That's how easy it is. So, and then upload it. It doesn't take money, that much money. It doesn't take effort. You just have to figure out a way of doing it, and it's pretty simple to do, Phil. But you refuse to do it. You rather spend your time doing DSP React, making a couple bucks there, when you can be making excellent ad revenue if you just simply edited your content.
On the channel right now, liking videos, leaving comments would be huge. Please do so. All right, please help out the channel if you can in that regard. Outside of that, a very supportive day. Both streams, great amount of support and everything in that regard. Zero complaints there. Great week, right? Tomorrow we end strong. Street Fighter 6 on the first stream, and this time 3 returning characters rather than a new one, and more Diablo 4 tomorrow night, where basically now we get into the meat of the game rather than having to go through that tutorial. We're now going to go to the real areas of the game and see what see how more I can level up my sorcerer class and have a nice chill interactive stream with everybody. All right, now I will say this coming week is gonna be a little different. There is so much going on this week. We got Summer Games Fest on Thursday that I'm reacting to. We've got the Xbox and Starfield press conferences on Sunday that I'm reacting to. We've got my usual DSP versus the Internet React show on Saturday. And Sunday night, I have to film private React videos for patrons. That's 4 freaking streams this week that I can't really do gameplay. All right. The only exception is with that Xbox one, it's early. So maybe after the Xbox Starfield press conference ends, if we end early, maybe I could do some Street Fighter multiplayer or something. But man, it's going to take away. I do 12 streams a week. 1/3 of my streams will not be gameplay this week. Now, here's the thing. You guys asked me to live react to all of this. If you don't like that, maybe you're not interested in it, then I don't have to. But you guys said, man, I want you to talk about, I want you to cover these events. I can do that for the React channel. I'm totally okay with that. You liked when I reacted to the Street Fighter event that Capcom did, like a month ago, talking about World Tour mode. So I'm down for these React events as long as you're okay with me not playing as much, because I know ultimately what's going to happen and people are going to be like, oh, he's not playing enough of Street Fighter, he's not playing enough Diablo, where was Zelda? He said it was coming back. Well, 1/3 of my streams is reacting this week. I can't do everything, right? The time has to go somewhere. So ultimately, I think we need to talk about this. Maybe tomorrow morning on the podcast, we have a serious discussion about where should the time go. Should it be invested? Maybe I only react to Summer Game Fest. I don't react to the Xbox event. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know. We need to come to a determination here. We really do. So let's talk about it tomorrow morning and try to come up with an idea.
Oh my lord, I love when he feigns all this distress. Essentially, he's making sweet cheddar, sweet tips from 2 dents on Street Fighter, and he's trying to figure out a way of playing Street Fighter more, hoping that the tips will continue to roll in. And he knows when he does these stupid React events for like the Xbox showcase and all that stuff, he doesn't make hardly anything at all. So he's trying to weasel his way out of doing those stupid things so he can continue playing. Just like I think he was even talking about DSP React stuff this week, maybe not doing that and just doing more gameplay. I think it was that. It was either that or one of the showcases or whatever. That's the dilemma there, Phil. We all know. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do that Xbox showcase or whatever, and you're not gonna make any money on it, and of course you're gonna complain. And yeah, so anyway, that's it. I'm done. This video's gone long enough, people. Alrighty, so the interesting little nugget here is just a regarding team divorce. I find it very interesting that Phil has worked overtime, air quotes work, overtime 2 nights in a row. That's very interesting. It seems like he doesn't have anything really to do or anyone to be there for, so we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.